everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Friday, August 29th of 2025. I'm standing down here in the basement. I'm right outside my closet. It's been a while since I've organized my little closet here. The first week of July, I fell down the basement stairs cleaning it. And so for the last, little bit, I was super proud that I was able to, keep up with my laundry, even though my back was so sore and stiff and everything else around the house. But I'm just going to flick this switch on and I'm just going to show my closet. This is what happens when you hurt yourself and you can't reach. And everything just gets thrown on the floor. So this is all clean laundry. It's all nice clean. It just needs to be brought out, sorted, hung up. All the baskets, you can see, should be baskets up here. They are taken down. The stuff I use all the time for the summer. All the clothes I was using, all I needed this summer, I took those baskets down. They are now down here. And all the clothes are just look like this. So my first step is to just take all these items out, get right down to the floor again, bring down all these baskets up here as well, and just get everything hung back up, reorganized. Like I said, I was very proud that, during my recovery of my back that I was able to keep up with laundry, but like I said, it just started with one thing. It was just kind of hard for me to reach up and reach down one of these bins. So, you bring down a bin and then you bring down another bin and you bring down another bin, and then you're not hanging the clothes on the back up. Everything was folded, it was washed, dried, and folded and set here, but not really put away properly. So that is what I'm going to work on today. So I'll be back when I get everything pulled out and we can now see the floor of the closet. All right, I've got everything cleared out. I just have a couple boots still down there, but I even took the other baskets that were up here. Everything else is on their hangers. And just for now, so I can go through and sort, I just stuck everything here in my pantry. I am going to go through every single item. I'm going to start with the stuff that's actually already hanging and just go through and see what I like, what I don't like, what fits, what doesn't fit, because I know that I have a lot of clothes that just don't fit and I just haven't gone through and got rid of things. Like I've gone through and got rid of stuff, but there is other stuff here that I've had for years and I don't wear. And I'm just like, well, when you're moving and it's like between seasons, it's like, I got to keep it. But then, that season kind of comes and goes and you still haven't touched the clothes. So that is what I'm going to work on. Also, my daughter's giving me the shoe rack that we have upstairs that she's thought she was going to use, but she's changed her mind. So that means I get to take these off of this door. I've got these hanging things here on the doors. So I will deal with this, not right now, that's going to be like the next thing. And then after I get that done, that's all my purses right here that have to get, and I've got belts. So it's my purses and belts that I have to hang up as well. And as you can see, I've got them already marked where the little hangers are going to go for my husband to hang those up for me. So hopefully this weekend I can get all of this stuff here hung up and put away. This has to go taken upstairs. This rack here we're not going to be using, so I'm not sure what to do with it. And then I do have two of these. I'm not quite sure where the other one is at the moment. There's this purple one and there's the clear one. And these have, like, this is my nail care stuff in it, foot care, other things. Then the clear one was hair accessories. They will fit under my clothes in this closet, so that's where I'm going to store those. So I'm just going to go through the clothes and kind of start organizing things. Like I said, I got my pantry cleared out, so it gave me this nice big space here. So I'm just going to, I don't know, so I was going to start in there, but I think maybe I should go through this stuff first and just get this organized into the different piles. It's usually how I do laundry, is I go through and I find, okay, like undergarments in one pile, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, blouses, dresses, skirts, pants, leggings, things like that, everything in its own little pile. And then it's so much faster to put each pile away than to put one item away. So I'm just gonna go and sort through this stuff and then I will be back. Right, so I've got all my pants all folded, hard to see, but I've got every item of pants all folded and in its own pile here in the bottom of my closet. I just got to figure out how I'm going to separate these and categorize them. Well, I figured how I'm gonna categorize all these. I've got them all neatly folded and sorted. Oops, I knocked my thing off this door. Fix that in a second. And then over here, this pile here is dresses, skirts, jackets, my blouses. That stuff has to get hung up. The little white basket has brand new socks and stockings. Then these two bins I gotta go through. They were just kind of like random undergarment type items. I gotta go through. I know I have quite a few pairs of stockings that have runs in them. So instead of, I have to deal with that. Then I got my one bin here of t-shirts, and it's really full, but it's probably because they're just kind of not folded neatly. The next bin is just extra items. That's all it's listed as, just extra items. So I can see that I've got like my bathing suits, my mitts, toques, scarves, things like that. Just didn't have a home when I was doing this last time, so I stuck them in there. Then this bin here has all my sweaters. So again, I know what's in those. I don't need to deal with them. Then I had these three that are empty. These were the ones that I had my pants in. So I'm going to have to figure out how to organize the pants so that I can put them in these bins, because it was a really good system of being able to having the pants or the shirts in these bins. It contained them, but I got to figure out a better way to have the bins on the shelf where I can, easier access to the clothes, because right now the way it was, I'd have to take a whole bin down and I'd have to go through everything. And I just kind of labeled them pants last time. Nothing more detailed than that. So this time I really want to just take it one step further and really organize the pants. But I've done all I can for tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow to finish this. Like I said, that stuff there just has to get hung up on hangers. I might finish that tonight. I will see. But basically, it's just trying to figure out how many bins I'm going to need to put the pants in and the best way to have the bins on the top shelf. I'm actually thinking I might put the bins... Okay, let's see. I'm going to try this out. Let's see if I can get this to work. Because I had the bins sitting like this and it looked nice and organized, but like, again, I'd have to lift the whole bin down to be able to use it. Set that on the floor. I'm just wondering if I had it, hard to do one hand, if I had the bins tipped on the side like that, that might work a bit better. Then I could stack my pants up and I could see what's in them. I don't know. I will play around with how I'm going to arrange these and see if they actually will fit that way. I'm hoping they will. But anyways, that's what I got so far. It's so much better. Even though it's not like fully everything's put away, it just looks so much better having it just even folded on the floor for now. So like I said, I'll be back tomorrow when I've got those all hung up and I figured out how I'm going to store and organize the pants. So I've got all my pants and shirts up here, and I'm gonna say I don't know if I like the bins this way. It's hard to get the clothes in and out. I think I like the way I had them before. It looked so much more neater when you just saw the sides of the bins and not everything just kind of folded and stuffed in the bins. So also just the way these are in here, I still have to take the bins down to be able to get the clothes in and out. I'm going to put it back the way that they were, but it's a little bit more organized. Some of the pants, the way I've got them folded a little differently, the way I've got the shirts kind of folded, it is laid out a little bit easier to see, but I still have to bring the bin out, and the bins don't really fit because it's such a low ceiling. So I'm going to put the bins the other way where I had them before. I just think it just looks, it looks kind of a little more organized, but it looks a little cluttered to me. So I'm going to put the bins back the other way, put the labels back on, because having it this way, I just took all the labels off. And I was just going to use these upstairs, but I guess I'm going to put the labels back on and flip these bins back the other way. And I'm going to finish hanging up the clothes that have to get hung up. And then, yeah, when I get the clothes hung up and all these bins the way I had them, I'll be back. Yeah, so I now got all my clothes all hung up on all the hangers. It's all a little bit organized. I still have, I guess, mostly hung up, and all the stuff that goes in the bins are in the bins. I just have the small pile of clothes, and it is those bodysuits and the skirts, and I just have to grab the hangers that those hang on to. It's just a little bit trickier to do. I have to go through my skirts because I've got skirts that I know just don't fit, but I'm not really doing that today. I just really wanted to get my clothes, cleaned, or just all my clean clothes hung up so I can get into my closet. But everything is done. And then under here, I do have the one purple drawer. And that is my manicure, pedicure, spa type products in there. And I have another one of those totes and bins. It's over here. It's like the white one, and it has all my hair accessories. So I want to put those under there. I also have two of those larger 3-drawer ones. I want to clear the stuff out of those, and I want to get those in here for like personal undergarments and things, socks and stuff, so I have easier access to them. So my pile of socks and things will have to wait until I can get to those bins for now. But other than that, I think my closet is organized. I do like these baskets up here. They do fit. They're just kind of, I found, some of my sweaters, I just stuffed another sweater in there so I didn't have to bring it down. Same with the pants. There was just a couple of pants that I just kind of stuffed in the top of that one. Oops. So I'm just going to have to go, bring the baskets down and fold each item of clothing a little bit neater so that everything fits a bit better. And kind of organize the pants, because right now I have like jeans, dress pants, and summer shorts, any other yoga pants, anything else, all in, just mixed in with all the pants. So I'd like to get them separated so I know exactly what pants are in each of those bins. So I have 4 that are labeled pants, 1's t-shirts, and 1 is sweaters. And I still have that big open space there for another 2 baskets or bins. So that is my closet done for today. Like I said, I got a few more things to hang. It's just the skirts and the bodysuits. My bodysuits, like I said, I just have to pull these 2 hangers out. They've got, I think, 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6. They have the long hangers that have room to hang 6 items on. So I have 2 of those. And that's what I use for tank tops and the bodysuits. And then I have this one here, and it has, it's for pants or skirts, and it's got, I don't know how many, it's got lots of room. There's lots of spaces on here. Again, I'd have to take this off and to get all the skirts on there. I'm just not going to do that right now today. I'm just going to fold the bodysuits and the skirts. I'm just going to set them on the floor of my closet. It doesn't bother me today. I will get to that in the next day or 2, hopefully later today. But it's not an important thing for right now. Right now is just getting the clothes that I wear actually hung up or in the proper bins. So I think I am done my closet for now. It looks so much. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos. And I will see you in the next ones. Bye.